again. Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Jupiter. And it's me, Sailor Venus here. And today we're going to talk about something that we want to talk about here. So, first off, we're going to talk about the cleaning of Sailor Moon and why so many folks out there were against it. Now, to be earnest with you, everything gets cleaned in some way. But the Sailor Moon followership behaves as if Dic or Cloverway did something that no one else had ever done to a drawing show from Dawnland or any other drawing show or drawing film. And they get angry over it. You know. Why? I don't know. Because in their mind they thought, I don't know why they get angry over it, or why the show being cleaned made them angry. The things that they get angry over, you wouldn't think a big deal. First off, why do they make a big deal out of the show playing? Now I know the show playing is mostly speaking playing or word playing, since they're just speaking for themselves. But some of them behave as if it was wrong, as if the folks that were casted to speak for them in Dic and Cloverway's Sailor Moon English work, or offshoot, or whatever you want to call it, they behave as if it was wrong, you know, as if that is not how they talk like, or whatever. I don't know why they made a big deal about it, but so they did. And then they make a big deal about the names being shifted. Once again, the borrowed names were Dawnlandish borrowed names. The names that they were shifted to were either Latinist borrowed names, Frenchish borrowed names, Hellenish borrowed names, Hebrew borrowed names, Spanish borrowed names, or Farsius borrowed names. Names that if someone who speaks English would know those borrowed names more than they would know the Dawnlandish borrowed names. Why they made a big deal of that, I don't know. They did. You're right. Can I go? Yeah, you're right, Sailor Venus. You're right, Sailor Jupiter. They made a big deal out of, strike names being shifted, or stead names being shifted. Why? I don't know. But those seem to be the things that they bitched about. And then they bitched about some of the fighting being cut out. I don't know. For whatever grounds, it just irks them or made them angry that they didn't get to see more hitting and more kicking going on, or whatever, than what was shown. For whatever grounds, sake or why, they get angry over these things. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. Why it irks them so. The things that they don't seem to get, another thing that they seem to be angry over, or got angry over when it came to being cleaning, was how the unstraight were handled. They seem to have this belief that Dic should have never ever, should ever shifted anyone being unstraight. Like, Zoisite should not have been a woman, but I understand in the Germish offshoot, Zoisite was a woman too. They also seem to be irked over how our Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune, Amara Michelle onlooking, were called nearkin. But here are things they don't seem to bitch about. How worship was handled in Sailor Moon. How Christendom was handled. How Shintoism was handled. The two worships that are shown in Sailor Moon. Those things they don't seem to mind. What they also seem, but that's the only thing they don't bring up. They like to bitch about how free sagas became only 2 sagas. Why? Who knows? And it being in English also seems to make them angry too, which I never understood that one. So why these folks bitched and rant about how Dic And Cloverway made a lot of shifts and cleans to Sailor Moon when Dic And Cloverway had the right to work with Sailor Moon before those offshoots of Sailor Moon became theirs. I don't understand why they got angry over it, or why that it angers and irks the Sailor Moon followership to this day. I don't I don't know, Sailor Venus. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, they do got the right to be angered and irked over it. But why? I don't know. They also behave as if the Dic And Cloverway Sailor Moon is unwatchable by any Sailor Moon follower. Well, that's not true. We watched the Dic And Cloverway many times since 2008 YL. Many times. On sundress websites. You know? And, we don't see anything wrong with any of the things that you folks seem to, see wrong with or get irked or angered over. At the end of the day, everyone has a right to feel the way they feel and to think the way they think and to believe what they believe. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Some of these folks out there who are angered and irked over cleans that Dic And Cloverway did to Sailor Moon back in the day should be thankful they got the Viz one. Watch that one, and then you won't be angered and irked over Dic And Cloverway's one anymore, because you got the one you always wanted. But I gotta believe they're gonna be angered over that and irked over that too. You're probably right, Sailor Jupe, but at the end of the day, they're going to be irked and angry over any offshoot of Sailor Moon that doesn't behave or doesn't look like or doesn't run the way that they think it should be. So anyway, that's all the time we got. If you like this film, then follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the other film we made yesterday over here with Sailor Mercury, Sailor Quicksilver, Sailor Mars, Sailor Red World, talking about what we just talked about, about the hate of Dic And Cloverway's Sailor Moon. I, Sailor Venus, Mina, I, Sailor Jupiter, I, Sailor Venus, or Hellworld, Mina, and I, Sailor Jupiter, Lita, or Sailor Stormworld, and we'll see you later. Bye. Yeah, and leave me to end the film. Why not?